Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is RC Shop Talk, where we go through various projects that I'm working on. And this happens to be the SCX10iii Builder's Kit. And we're working at putting on the Injora body, the Cherokee XJ. Somebody in the comments asked how I mounted it. So I'm going to run through that, and then I'll play a quick montage of the layering of colors. And then in another video, we'll do the weathering. I'll probably just weather it off camera and then show you what I've done using various wash effects and sanding. Anyway, we'll work at that, but I just want to run through how I mounted this. A lot of them mount the same. If you can see here in the back, I had to cut off these little tabs, and I used, it's still loose here, but I used a small spacer, just a small alloy spacer. These are inverted like that, the mounts, and they're pushed all the way in. And then I used a small spacer and some nice washers here, concave, convex washer screw setup. So that worked out well back there. It's pretty good. It looks like you got to slam it almost all the way in. Lines up really good with these SSD wheels here in the center. Worked out really well back here, and that is because front I had to remove some of these mounts. They kind of go like that. So I removed these mounts on both sides, and you're exposing essentially threads on each side of the bumper mount that allows you to, this is how they're mounted. Make sure you mount them in this orientation with the tabs on the outside and this part on the inside. And what that does is it positions the body further back this way, and it centers the axle over it. If you have these inverted the other way, it's about 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch roughly forward. And as the suspension articulates, I could tell that it was rubbing further back here. So we push the body back a little bit, and then we've got the ability to raise and lower the height here, which is great, and perfectly centered. I think it looks awesome. The height for the back seemed to work out pretty well because you can adjust the front so much. If I do need to raise up the back, because as you can see here, you're probably wondering, why did I do tan here? It's because I'm trying to make it look like you went to the scrapyard and picked up an alternate door. So once this is all weathered, this will look totally different, you know. So that's what I'm working with there. But as you can see, the bumper mount lines up with the bumper, which makes sense. So if I ever wanted to run a bumper out of here, I may have to raise it up, which could ruin the scale stance, which I don't like. I kind of like the stance. There's no weight on it yet, so, but it looks like it'll sit pretty good the way it is. So if I do want to run a bumper through here, I'm going to have to hack it up past the tubing through here, which is no biggie. Like, you know, once I put a bumper around this, or you know, figure out an alternative way by mounting the bumper and then resting the rest of the body on. But once you remove this bumper, it looks kind of odd with it removed. So sometimes you see tube bumpers, you know, kind of tubing poking out of existing body components, and then the tubing wraps around. So kind of like an exo cage. So maybe we'll work with that. Just some thoughts there. But yeah, I might just keep that factory bumper, which is fine, and just run like a tube bumper up front. And so, you know, we assembled the body. We're just dry fitting it here just to kind of see how everything works out. And then now I can just pull it off and start working out weathering it and finishing everything up. We're working with NATO green here, and I think they call this dark yellow. It's definitely looks like it's beige though, but yeah, these are Tamiya TS colors. So yeah, up next, just show you a quick montage of the layering of the colors, and then next video, we'll have it weathered up and in its next stage.